I've been inside Nick Perry's 7-Figure Cartel Group, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how he runs PPC ads to generate motivated sellers. As someone who has personally managed over $1.5 million in ad spend, generating leads for our real estate investor clients, for ourselves, Nick Perry's group is a fantastic place to go learn how to run your own PPC ads. But I also want to add, inside of his group, you're going to learn an insane amount on how to manage your team, how to hire the right people, and also how to close these deals the right way. He has contracts in there. He has everything. So if you're getting into the real estate investing space, you're a seasoned investor, you want to run your own ads, that would be the place I would go. Awesome opportunity to be in his group. So now let's get into it. I'll show you exactly how he teaches you how to run your own PPC ads. All right, so I'm in my Google Ads Manager account right now, and how Nick sets up his campaigns, he has one campaign with one keyword. So one-to-one relationship here. So you have a phrase match and an exact match keyword in that campaign. So here I'm going to show you how he finds keywords and how he finds the ads. So great spot to go would be to Google Ads Transparency. And inside of Google Ads Transparency, you can see you can just plug in a website here and find out what other people are running. So we can go to what their ads look like. So we can go to like We Buy Ugly Houses. That's a good one. Or OfferPad. That's another one too. So We Buy Ugly Houses right here, right? I'm going to click on that, copy and paste that URL. I'm going to come right here and boom, now you can see their ads, right? So this is the ad copy that they are providing. So this would be a headline: sell my house fast, sell house for cash. And then these are descriptions. So we're here and ready to help. That would be one. Another description would be 94% of sellers surveyed recommended us to friends and family. We're here and ready to help. We have tools to help with many unique house situations locally owned and operated, right? Call We Buy Ugly Houses today to get started on your selling your house without a realtor. And you can come through and see kind of all of the stuff that they're running right now. So we will be setting up a search campaign, which will be pulling a lot of that information from there. The other aspect, right? So we need to figure out, all right, well, we have some ads, we see some things out here, but what keywords are we going to use? So to do that, we're going to go in our Ads Manager account. We're going to go to Tools, and we're going to go to Planning. And we're going to click on Keyword Planner right here, and we're going to click Discover New Keywords. And to do that, you could type in here, We Buy Houses, right? And press enter. We buy ugly houses, sell my house fast, right? And you can go boom, and you can get that search volume for that, and also see the top of page low range. So this is saying, all right, you need to at least bid $22 to have a shot to really get this to be at the top of the page. So right when I went We Buy Ugly Houses here, this is top of page. This is not top of page. All right. So the other thing that we can do, we can come back to this keyword planner, and we can go discover new keywords. We can start with a website here. So I'm going to grab the We Buy Ugly Houses and paste that right into there, get result. And now we have a ton of different keywords available that you can use. You can see the competition, right? Selling a house in poor condition, low competition there. And you can see all of the different keywords that people are bidding on. So basically remember, right, if your keyword was cash offer on house, you would need to bid about $40 to have a chance to get that keyword there. So there's all the different keywords, right? And here is how you can structure some of your campaigns. So now we need to set up the headlines and the descriptions. So we have some of that information to show you, right? When you're running a campaign, right? This would be a headline and this would be a description. This is a headline, right? Homestead Road here, get an offer in 24 hours. That's a headline. Homestead Road is one, get an offer in 24 hours. That's a headline. And then work with trustworthy local professionals who put your needs first and genuinely care, that is a description. Same thing in here, sell my house fast, headline, sell a house for cash, headline. We're here and ready to help, description, etc. So I'm going to do sell my house fast, and then the other one, sell house for cash. So you need 15 headlines and 4 descriptions on it. And Google can help with some of that, but typically I like to, when you're getting started, to understand it. Nick recommends, and I also recommend, all right, get some of the stuff that's out here, find out what other people are running, like request a quote, turn your house into cash, that type of stuff. But now we need some headlines. We're here and ready to help. So here, I think it was like that, yeah, and ready to help. So headlines, always capitalize that first letter. Descriptions, recommend anything after periods to capitalize it as well. Did they have a period in there? Yes, they did. Okay, another one, right? I just saw one in here called "We Buy Ugly Houses Today," right? You wouldn't want to use that one. We'll buy your house as is and close in 3 weeks. Sometimes these quotes and the and sign Google doesn't let through, so just be careful with some of that. So there's a bunch of stuff in here that you can use. You can use different websites like We Buy Houses or OfferPad too. So there's a couple things. I usually like to put my website over here, and then here is our tracking template. I'll share this to you guys. It'll be down below in the description of the video, and you can get the tracking template in there. Don't worry, I'll show you where to put it. Nick doesn't add this in his campaigns right away, but I would highly recommend, at least so you can track what keywords are actually, generating you deals. So we'll go to the Google Ads account, and then we're going to go over to campaigns. So if you're in and you're here, right? This is a brand new account just to demo and show you guys how we set it up. And there's all my other accounts that we have. So we got a lot of stuff running. So we will create a campaign, new campaign, as this is setting up, and we will want to select leads. Website traffic, that'll just send people to your website. Sales, that isn't right. If you want local store visits, doesn't sound right. So we want leads for this. So click on that. And then you may have to set up your conversion goals. So that would be submit a lead form or a website call would be 2 different ways to do it. Google has a ton of different training on that. There's about 1.5 million different YouTube videos. So I'm not going to go over all of that. You can go and look there. But if you've been running campaigns a little bit, right, you have a general idea here. So then we will select continue, and we will do a search campaign. So there's 3 different types of campaigns here. Select search, clicking on that, and then lead form submissions, right? And that's what we would want to select. If you have a phone call as a conversion action, you could select that there too. So now we will go continue, and I will use keyword from our research. So we buy houses, just as an example here, and we'll go continue, and we will start a brand new campaign. So bidding, conversions, don't set a target cost per action. Wait until you're a lot more experienced on Google Ads to be able to use this. That can either make you spend $0 or you can spend way too much. So be careful with that. Don't press that. Now we will select next, customer acquisition, take out or unclick these 2, right? You don't want it showing in these different places. You can read about it here, Google Search Partners and Google Display Network. You can type it in and see what that is. Now you select your location. Some people run across the entire United States. Highly recommend not doing that. If you run it across the entire United States, you're going to get a lot of leads in rural areas, and you just will not generate a lot of high quality leads. So select a metro area, right? So I'll do maybe like Phoenix, Arizona, and then that region, right? So that's a very competitive market when it comes to PPC. So you can select as many as you want here. I would recommend probably max 20 markets. That's really what I would recommend. You can go down all the way to just your local market there. Languages, right? English. Make sure you select this setting. Use keyword match type. Make sure you select that off. And then more settings, right? You can put, right? You can change your schedule. Don't get into that yet. You don't need that. Campaign URL options. So this is the tracking template that I was telling you about before that I have, and boom, I'm just going to copy that and paste that in there. Basically, that is saying like, hey, it's telling you the keyword and the campaign that you used in that. Everything else looks pretty good. Oh, the other piece inside of the location options, right? Click that drop down, and presence or interest. We want to select presence, people in or regularly in your included locations. If it's not people in the location, right? This could be a tourist interested in the area, and then the ad's going to show up there. You don't want that. All right, so we have that information. Now we're going to go next, and this is basically Google's AI generator. I skip it, AI ad generator, and you can get keyword suggestions by putting in your specific URL, but we changed the campaign. We called it We Buy Houses. So that's our one keyword, We Buy Houses. I'm just going to copy and paste that. I'm going to put it right in here, and I'm going to put some quotation marks around it, and that would be what we call a phrase match. And now we need a broad match, or an exact match. So I'm going to press enter, and then these, I don't even know what they're called, but this is the match piece here. We buy houses, and that has like these little pieces around it. Make sure you have those right. If you leave it open like this without anything around it there, around that keyword, that is called broad match. You will have some issue with that. Now you need your final URL. So what's the website you're sending people? For this video, I just set up this website and this domain here, Fast Home Sale Now. So this would be where I would send it, right? And put in final URL right there. And now we have our headlines. So Google gives us a couple here, right? So one, I would obviously recommend, if you have a specific keyword, right, use that same keyword in one of the headlines there. Now we had a couple other ones from our research, right? So I'm just going to copy and paste that right there, and sell my house for cash. Going to copy and paste that right there. You'll want to fill out all 15. You can click right here and get more ideas, right? Sell house for cash offer within 24 hours, here and ready to help, and fast home sales. I wouldn't recommend any of these other ones, but you can press save. Now it pops in some more. Oh, looks like I have a duplicate, so I'm gonna take that last one and just paste it right in there. Now we have our description. Again, make sure you fill out all 15 headlines there. That's what you would want to do. And now we have some descriptions, right? So we're here and ready to help. Copy that. We got that from the Google Ads transparency right here. And I'm going to paste that description in. And then we would need another one. So you can go, I'll just click view ideas and just grab whatever one I have there. And then the business name. So ours is Best Home Offer Today. And then you can add in a business logo. So just click that and upload that using this right here. Upload it from your computer and load it in. And now you have site links. So if you have different like pages, FAQs, whatever it may be, that's what you would use there. So if you click on that, right, site link text, if it's FAQ, and you could add a little description if you want. So questions about best home offer today. Oh, see, it has to be under 25 or 35 characters there. So then you just put your final URL, and you can add some stuff in there. Add up to 4, right? You can see kind of what they look like down below in those campaigns. And then in the ads transparency piece, right, says how does it work, testimonials, don't fix your house, right? Those are different pages or different URLs. So if you have a blog, right, you can add all of that in there. And then call outs. So we would want some call outs here. Call out sell home fast, and see how that kind of pops in right there. So you can add as many of those. You can see exactly what it would look like on desktop. Sell home fast in that aspect. You can see again what everyone else has running here. So fill out probably 4 of those as well. And more asset types, right? So if you have a phone number for your website, add that in right there. You'll have to verify the phone number and go through that process, but you just type in your phone number, see how it comes in right down there. That makes the ad bigger. The bigger your ad, the better you're going to do, right? So this one, we buy houses, right? This has that call us button and it's a massive ad. So that's showing up at the top and it's a big ad there. And then we already added our tracking template over the entire campaign. Sometimes for some reason, Google pops in and out on it. So I always add it twice to everything as long as it's the exact same thing there. So I'm going to come right here, copy this and paste it right in there. Now I'm going to say done. And we have our keywords, we have everything. Now select next, and we have a set custom budget. So when we were looking at a lot of the keywords, right, a lot of the different keywords said we needed to have a minimum of $25, but I would recommend a daily budget of $50 per keyword. And that doesn't necessarily mean that the campaign is actually going to spend $50 that day. That's just what you're willing to spend for that day. Now we go to our review, just press next there. And the bidding is maximize conversions, right? What we really want to do is come back to that and maximize clicks until we get to about 100 clicks, see how many conversions we got in from that. And once you have that 100 clicks, if that's the keyword that is generating you the most amount of conversions, then I would keep that one running and keep the other ones running that are working well for you. So every account is different, right? Not every account does the exact same thing. Bid equally for new and existing customers. Our networks, this is off, right? Broad match keyword, that's off. And then we have our budget, everything. And then all you would have to do is press publish campaign there. So that's how he sets it up. And then once that campaign is live, right, he does the same thing, but he does it for a different keyword. So I'm just going to publish this, and then it says set up Google tag. So if you need to set up a Google tag, right, that's how. There's a ton of videos on YouTube on how to do that. So now this campaign, see it's on, right? I don't want to run that, so I'm just going to pause it here. But we can see, right, here's the budget. Here's where you would come in and you can adjust the budget. Once it gets to 100 clicks right here, you're going to be looking at how many conversions you got, right? And your cost per conversion. If you're getting a fair amount of conversions at a decent cost, so in a local market, about anything under $300, if it's converting into a deal, not bad there. If you're getting a $500 conversion, right, you probably want to turn off this campaign and just look at some of that stuff a little bit deeper. All right, so now we have the We Buy Houses, and the easiest way Nick recommends to create more campaigns with different keywords, click on that, go to edit right here, copy, and this thing is right here. So it says one campaign copied. Now it says paste, right? So that, and this little button right here shows up that says paste content. All right, now we have this, right? We want to select the account, say done, and then pause new campaigns after pasting. All right, now press paste, and that it will run here for a minute. We can go back to campaigns, and I am still showing enabled. So sometimes if your filter's off here, click this little button up here and go to all, right? And now this one says We Buy Houses number 2. And I want to edit this to say sell house for cash, save. There you go. Now we need to only change the ad group name here. So I just copy and paste this, save. And then if we click on this again, right, now we have the different keywords. So phrase match and exact match. All we have to do is come in here and edit it and paste in that new one there and save. We Buy Houses, right? Same thing. All we have to do is come in here and edit it and paste in the new one. Now we save that, right? And we go back to campaigns here on the left. It's the easiest way to back out. May have to click right up there too. And then all we would have to do is click this little drop down right here and enable it. and now that campaign will run as well. So now you have $100 a day budget. Typically it won't spend that much, but you have that bid range to be able to spend that amount of money for your campaign. So that's how Nick Perry sets up his campaigns, his search campaigns specifically for Google PPC for motivated sellers. Now, generating motivated seller leads with PPC is just half the battle, right? You got to continue to build that negative keyword list. We didn't go over that in the video, but if you join Nick Perry's group, he'll be able to help you with that. He has a 4,000 plus negative keyword list that will help you a ton there. Also, you got to be able to convert those leads into deals, into closed deals, and get that high return, right? Get a return on ad spend and continue to watch your ad campaign on a consistent basis. Now, if you want to skip all the guesswork, right, and you want to start getting leads today, you can go to leadsupai.com, where we generate exclusive motivated seller leads starting at $100 per lead. Hope this video helped you. Drop a comment down below if it helped and support the channel. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Thanks.